Donald Trump's legal woes in the state of New York got a little bit worse this week. First, you of course had the New York or Manhattan, District Attorney's Office bring in a special, experienced in white-collar crime prosecutor to come in and start digging through Donald Trump's financial records. That's never a good sign for the guy who's being investigated. When they bring in the expert in, white-collar crime, you could pretty much guarantee they've got something on you. They just need the professional to come in and sort it all out so they can build their case. That, to me, is what's happening now. Like, we're still in the investigation, but now they're moving also towards building the actual case to go to trial. That's a big development. But believe it or not, even before that happened this week, you had legal experts seemingly out of nowhere, although technically, we'll get to that in a minute, because it was at the time seemingly out of nowhere. Legal experts started coming out and saying that Michael Cohen, Donald Trump's former lawyer/fixer, could end up being the star witness in a future Donald Trump financial crimes trial. And the reason for that is because a lot of what we're seeing happening right now with the investigations into Donald Trump's financials are based on things that Michael Cohen said. Remember a couple years ago when he had to go sit in front of Congress right before he got hauled off to jail? He kind of said Donald Trump was doing all of these things that he's now being investigated for, which, in case anybody's not familiar, here's what it is. Donald Trump is being investigated along with the Trump Organization for potentially overinflating and underinflating property values in New York City, depending on how it suited him. If he was going to apply for a loan from a bank, according to the accusations, he would overinflate the value in order to get more money. When it came to paying taxes, he would say, oh, no, this thing's a dump. It's not worth anything. I don't have to pay many taxes on that. So you could have bank fraud, tax fraud, depending on the actual value, and of course, depending on what the documents say. There's a chance, got to mention this for legal purposes, totally a chance Donald Trump didn't do any of this, and it's all a big witch hunt, and he's totally innocent. We'll see. But yeah, Michael Cohen is the guy who kind of kickstarted a lot of this. And of course, he was the guy who was by Donald Trump's side throughout it all. If any of the things Donald Trump is accused of doing did in fact happen, Michael Cohen would have been involved. So, if Michael Cohen wants to avoid any kind of additional prosecution for this, he probably needs to start working with these individuals. And luckily, he has already expressed his interest in working with these individuals. So as I mentioned earlier in this segment, this seemingly came out of nowhere because, again, this happened prior to the DA's office bringing in that specialized prosecutor. So why suddenly bring up Michael Cohen in this? Is it because the media is hurting for something to talk about with Trump? It's one possibility. The other possibility is the fact that these legal experts are basing their opinions about Michael Cohen on recent court filings. So yeah, they know what they're talking about. While we may not know exactly what is in those court filings, I have not dug into them or searched for them. They have and they do, because that's their job. And if they're looking at the recent court filings and saying, hey, Michael Cohen may be the guy to take down Donald Trump, then clearly they know a little bit more than what they're saying right now.